and journals and many several books and chapters treaties. Uh, uh, he also received the Nobel Award and many more awards he has in his city. But out of that, he's a very down to earth person, and I always admire. I take him as a I have many times scientifically completely, and he is the founder member of Gyan Sagar Science Foundation. He's been attached to this foundation since beginning of 2010. I even started 2010 Bangalore conference since then. So I would request him to take over and introduce today's speaker as well as our chief guest. Already been introduced once last time, but please we can introduce him. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Sanjeev, uh, for this honor and opportunity for me to introduce the chief guest of today's event and speaker for today's lecture. I'm really happy that just 2 days back, a great conference has been successfully organized, and all credit goes to Sanjeev and his team, and Aham Yoga and team, and Professor Ashok. I could not manage to attend, though I wanted to attend the meeting, but because of some last minute changes, I could not make it. Anyway, so we will try to attend next time. So today's event we are having in the memory of our Revered Guruji, Maharaj, Gyan Sagar Ji Maharaj, and this is the 10th lecture. And today's the chief guest is Professor Dr. Mahendra Kumar Bhandari, Professor M.K. Bhandari. He is a distinguished legal academician with over 40 years of experience in teaching, research, and academic administration. He is widely recognized for his contributions to innovate legal education, curriculum design, and integration of technology with law, particularly in the areas of blockchain, AI, fintech, and their legal regulatory framework. He has delivered more than 1,000 lectures at more than 110 organizations in India and abroad, and published and produced 60 educational films for UGC, EM, MRC, Lockheed, Peruno Press, and published 80 research publications in reputed journals. His 6 books over cover key areas such as constitutional law, legal aid, and intellectual property rights. Professor Bhandari has organized and participated in several academic events, including 6 international conferences, 25 national seminars, and workshops. He has presented his research work at 20 national and 85 20 international and 85 national conferences focused focusing on contemporary socio-legal issues. He holds a PhD in law, LLM, LLB, and BSc from JNU University, Jodhpur. He is also known for his institution building expertise, active involvement in legal literacy programs, and a strong network in the law tech space. Professor Bhandari continues to contribute meaningfully to both legal scholarship and public policy. We are honored to have Professor Bhandari as a chief guest for this evening. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Jensa.
Now, a short uh, introduction about today's speaker, Dr. Reshma Devendra. She is assistant professor in Department of Genealogy at Sri Shankar Lal Sundarbai Sassoon Jain College for Women that is affiliated to University of Madras. She has keen interest in genealogy research and has contributed extensively to the field through her numerous research papers, review articles, and books. Her academic work reflects a deep commitment to the study, promotion of Jain philosophy, culture, and literature. Her work explores how the disciplined philosophy of Jainism, with its commitment to non-violence and ethical principles, can help overcome modern day addictions like gambling, alcohol, stealing, hunting, etc. Today, she will speak on dialogue and tolerance for peaceful coexistence. This is a very important topic of current relevance and significance. Of course, this I think she has presented in the recent conference held at Delhi, June 10th and 11th of 2025. I have great pleasure inviting on behalf of the organizers and my own Dr. Reshma Devin to present her work. Dr. Reshma, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Jajanendra all.
Jai Hind.
Thank you so much for this.
Sorry for interrupting. Just for one correction only, that this is the program in continuation to our conference. She could not speak at the conference, and now we are giving her this platform to speak today in continuation to the same theme. World peace and conscious art living, science of world peace and conscious art living. Thank you so much. Please continue,
Thank you,
Reshma.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Jajanendra all. On the onset, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my views. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. So I start my paper. It's titled Dialogue and Tolerance. Agams are the treasure hoards of knowledge, and they impart not only spiritual wisdom, but they give us various guidelines on how to live a holistic and wholesome life. The Tirthankaras do not teach us to abandon the world or its enjoyments, but to evolve our attitude towards it. Their lesson is to look at the world with serene and equal eyes, free from excessive positivity or negativity. This detachment allows us to treat both success and failure as a part of a great play or a gift of existence. By maintaining this perspective, we avoid becoming lost in power games or becoming obnoxious due to success, as we remain open to all possibilities of growth. The view of the Tirthankaras naturally foster tolerance. By seeing the world through a serene, equal eye, we can look at others without judgment, understanding their successes and failures, joys and sorrows are all part of this same cosmic cycle. This perspective prevents us from forming preconceived opinions about people based on their appearances or past experiences, which is identified as a significant listening mistake in this art of communication. We live in an age where everyone is talking, posting, and reacting, but few are truly listening or understanding. The ability to communicate clearly helps us cut through the noise, express truth, and create genuine understanding. Think about how many conversations we have in a single day, at work, at home, with friends, or even through text messages. We all talk, but we have ever really considered the impact of our words? We seldom do. Communication isn't just about the words we say. It's a bridge that connects, promotes understanding, builds trust, and shares emotions between people. Sometimes we think we've been perfectly clear, but the other person misunderstands completely. That's often not because our language was wrong, but because our method of communication was flawed. A single, well timed statement can make someone's day. In contrast, thoughtless words can break a relationship. This shows us that conversations isn't just speaking, it's a significant responsibility. The key takeaways from this talk today is that communication is a skill. Just like learning to drive or to use a new tool, it can be learned and improved. The best part, everyone can learn it, no matter the age or background. The goal is to move beyond ordinary conversations and make every interaction an opportunity to connect, teach, and learn. A significant part of learning is based on listening. Most agams begin with Suyam me ausam tenam bhagavaya, meaning as I've heard from Bhagwan. The entire wealth of agamic knowledge is based on listening, showcasing the importance of active listening. Today, we often hear, but we don't truly listen. Most of us are just waiting for our turn to talk. Our minds are either on our phones or we are just busy with about other things. This makes the other person feel like his words have no meaning and causing resentment. Let us understand what is active listening. True listening is an art. It means you focus with your whole self without judgment and without interrupting to understand and feel what the other person is saying. When you do this, the other person feels heard and understood, which is the strongest foundation of any relationship. The first chapter of Uttradhyan Sutra, Vinay Shrut, focuses on the discipline of active listening. A student can only become the best when he listens carefully to his teacher. The entire chapter is a master class on the virtues of active listening. It, it also enlists the four common listening mistakes one makes, with, uh, which can create a big distances in relationship. The first common mistake that we make while in a conversation is interrupting. Cutting someone off before they have finished talking makes them feel like their feelings are being ignored. Listening means listening to the full story. Tirthankar Mahavir was an omniscient, but he never interrupted anyone from asking his questions while asking their questions. He allowed them to speak their mind and then answered their questions in simple, relatable language. He did not bombard them with information, trying to establish his superiority. He did not judge the questioner, nor did he belittle the question. The second common mistake that we make is forming preconceived notions. We often decide what someone is going to say before they have said it, based on their appearance or our past experiences with them. This acts like a filter in our minds and that blocks important information. The third mistake is being distracted. A person is speaking to us, but our mind is somewhere else. We are physically present, but mentally absent. The other person can easily tell. In Jain philosophy, this lack of attention reflects the disturbance of the mind, a subtle form of mental hinsa. When we fail to listen, we deny the other person's presence and worth. The most common mistake we make is listening only to respond. Many people aren't listening at all. They are just waiting for their turn to jump in with an opinion or an argument. This makes the other person feel like you have no interest in understanding them. True communication, therefore, begins with the practice of complete awareness, which is a hallmark of an active listener. To start improving your listening skills. It's simple practice. The next time someone is talking to you, put your phone down, look at them in the eye, and listen to the entire story without forming an opinion beforehand. Your relationship will get a little stronger at that very moment. Another important factor in the art of communication is asking questions. It is not a sign of ignorance, but a sign of interest and humility. Questions open doors to understanding, dissolving assumptions, and build genuine human connection. As mentioned earlier, the agams are based on questions asked by the disciples of Tirthankar Mahavir. The questions asked by his disciples show the importance of asking the right question. The right questions ignite deeper conversations and lead to contemplation. While listening, ask questions that deepen the conversation rather than interrupting it. You don't want the other person to feel like you're probing, but rather show your genuine want to connect. Timing is crucial. If you immediately ask a question when someone is upset, they they may become irritated. However, if you give them some space and ask questions in a trusting environment, they will respond openly. Your tone and body language also matter when asking questions. A soft tone, a genuine look in the eye, and a calm body language signal to the other person that you truly care. And this is what transforms the conversation from a mere talk to a genuine connection. So, the next time you have a conversation with someone, before simply offering an answer or advice, include a short, thoughtful question. Sometimes a genuine question can change someone's thinking, mood, and even relationship. After active listening, now let's shift focus to what makes our words impactful. Smart speaking isn't about using big words or loud noise. It's about expressing yourself in a way that the other person understands, remembers, and feels. This is what transforms a conversation from ordinary to smart. The five principles of smart conversation are number one, clarity. Don't beat around the bush. Speak simple, clearly, and directly. Simple words have more impact than heavy ones. Tirthankar Mahavir always gave simple analogies to supplement his view. These bring clarity. The second, brevity. Speaking less is an art. Conveying your essential points in fewer words keeps people engaged and prevents them from getting bored. Third, confidence. You must believe in what you're saying. When you do, your voice, body language, and expressions all align, and people feel your energy before your words. A particular conversation in the Agams between Anand Shravak and Indrabhuti Gautam is a perfect example of confidence and humility. Anand Shravak was confident about what he was sharing with Indrabhuti Gautam regarding his obtaining of Avadhi Gyan. Gautam did not agree with it and wanted Anand to apologize for speaking the untruth. But Anand didn't apologize for because he had confidence about his Avadhi Gyan. And in fact, he humbly asked Indrabhuti Gautam what he said wrong. This shows us both humility and faith in himself. Confidence can move great mountains. So the next time we talk, remember to have confidence. The fourth important aspect of smart conversations is empathy, something which we all lack today. Empathy is we just don't push we don't want to push your own viewpoint. The real skill is understanding the other person's feelings and situations before you speak. When you do this, your words are not just heard, but also felt. Empathy improves every kind of conversation. Its impact is as pronounced in a professional life as in your personal life. A boss who understands the feeling of his team members, a teacher who sees a student's struggle, or a friend who listens without judgment. These people are remembered and appreciated. A simple way to show empathy is to respond before reacting. Instead of responding immediately, pause, understand, and then speak calmly. This shows that you haven't just listened, but have heard the person. Body language is also an important part of empathy. The last is your timing and tone. The how, the how you say something is more important than what you say. The right words can be ruined by the wrong tone or timing. A calm and positive tone makes the other person safe even in difficult conversations. Communication is not only about talking and listening. Sometimes our body language says more than words. Have you ever heard someone tell you they are fine, but their face tells a completely different story? This is because our body language and voice tone are what convey the true unspoken message. People pay attention to these nonverbal cues first. Important nonverbal cues are eye contact. Making eye contact creates an instant connection. It holds the interest of the listener as well as of the speaker. Facial expressions, a smile, a frowned brow, or a simple nod can completely change the impact of your words. Hand gestures, open and relaxed hand movements build trust, while crossed arms can create distance. Voice tone and speed. The way you say something matters. A calm, steady tone can make even a tense conversation effective, while a harsh tone can make even sweet words sound like an insult. So, if you want to have a truly effective conversation, focus more on your expressions, your poses, and your voices than your words. Remember, the other person doesn't just listen to you, they feel your energy, and that energy comes through in your body language and voice. This is a silent power that, if understood, increases the power of your conversations exponentially. The second part of my paper focuses on the challenges of communication in the digital age. Today, communications have shifted to chats, messages, and calls. Tools like WhatsApp, Instagram, email, and Zoom have made communications easier. But the true essence of a conversation has been lost. This is the biggest communication challenge of the digital age. When we speak face to face, we don't just listen to the words. Facial expressions, tone of the voice, and eye expressions all contribute to a deep conversation. But all of this is lost over text messaging. The same message, I am fine, can sound either loving or rude, depending on how we interpret it. The biggest problem in digital communication is misinterpretation. We tend to take a serious matter lightly or a joke too personally because emoji formats or typing styles don't fully reflect a person's mood. Furthermore, delays in responding to chats or emails also contribute to misunderstanding. For example, if you send someone a long message and don't receive a reply for hours, strange thoughts start to creep in your mind. Is he or she angry? Did I say something wrong? Perhaps the other person was just busy. In the digital world, attention spans are easily can easily be lost in conversations. While someone might be sharing something serious, we might be checking notifications or switching to another window. This behavior can make the other person feel disconnected. Video calls have provided some relief, but even there, people often sit with their cameras off or listen only until their turn comes. This diminishes the warmth and human connection that are hallmarks of a true conversation and communication. Another significant challenge is the pressure to be online all the time. People have people have come to expect you to respond immediately, whether you are tired, sad, or want a break. This digital exhaustion also makes conversations a burden. In these times, it is crucial to approach digital conversations responsibly and pay attention to what the other person is saying. Use options like emojis, voice notes, or video calls wisely to convey emotions, not just words. And most importantly, if the topic is truly important, emotional, or complex, try to discuss it face to face or at least over a phone call. Not everything can be said or understood through text messaging. Jainism teaches us the art of communication, which in today's modern world, in today's digital age, also is equally applicable. There is this thokda of the Shravak ke Vachan Vyavhar, which tell us that what kind of language the Shravak must use and what kind of communication skills the Shravak must have. So from that simple passage, we can draw 6 timeless communication principles. The first, mindful before speaking. Think before you express. Kind, truthful words create bridges of trust and love. This reflects ahimsa in vachan. Second, empathy towards the listener. Use words with awareness of others' emotions. Listen and acknowledge others' viewpoints with respect. Don't impose your truth. Embrace plurality and understanding. When we accept that everyone's perspective holds partial truth, we foster tolerance instead of arguments. This principle teaches us that listening is as sacred as speaking. When we speak with empathy, our words become acts of service or seva. Silence is also a part of communication. It allows understanding to deepen. The third point is right timing and place. Right timing and place ensures receptivity and harmony. The fourth, moderation. Neither too little nor too much communication. Too little will not get your viewpoint clearly to the other person, and too much communication where the emotions and feelings are lost in the words itself. The fifth point is gentleness and tone. Words should soothe, not hurt. And last, purposeful speech. Words are instrument of peace, not ego. We have covered the powers of active listening, the 5 principles of smart speaking, and the importance of non-verbal cues and asking right questions. Communication isn't magic, it's a practice. It's a habit you need to cultivate daily. Whenever someone says something, don't listen just to respond. Listen to understand. Let go of the habit of interrupting. Be quiet for a while and let them finish. This small change can bring immense positivity to our relationships. I want to leave you with one final challenge. Every day, ask yourself, did I listen to someone with complete attention and awareness today? And did my words bring clarity or relief to someone? Good conversations is more than just an exchange of words. It's a foundation of trust, understanding, and deep relationships. When you speak with honesty and listen with your heart, you will not only make your conversations more effective, but you will also change the course of your relationships, your work, and your life. Communication is not just an expression, it is a moral and spiritual discipline. Its highest purpose is to connect souls, not divide them, spread peace, not pride, create understanding, not arguments. Thus, communication becomes a form of spiritual bridge building where every word is guided by love, tolerance, and nonviolence. The true Jain way. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Reshma. Excellent lecture regarding communication, listening, and really is apt for today's young generation. Not only young generation, even people like me. Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Now this lecture talk is open for discussion. Any lecture, and before I open the floor for further discussion, I have a small query.
Yes, sir.
And as you have said, challenges of communication in digital age. Why I have noticed that your the site gives your name alternative small
Acha.
lowercase uppercase one
Yes, sir.
what is the purpose of it?
Uh, in so I teach, so I take classes online as well. And in my class, there was another student by the name Reshma.
Okay.
So there are two Reshmas in the classes.
Okay, so that is the reason.
So one should be the student. So to identify who is the student and who is the teacher, I started using this, and it stuck with my name.
So I was thinking that this is also some way of a digital age of communicating.
Communication, yes. This is communicating that I am the professor over here and the other one is a student.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now floor is open for discussion. Anyone? Please. Anyone? Now, anyway, I don't see anyone is coming forward. So I have a small another which I feel on day in and day out.
Yes, sir.
Most of us.
जैन साहब आरके जी कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं.
अच्छा, anyway, so anyway,
उन्होंने अपना इशारा किया है.
अच्छा. Just a minute, let me complete. And then our first, okay, let Professor RK ji ask, then I'll just take. Please, Professor RK ji, please. Professor RK ji, please.
Yes, started. Doctor, I'm not a professor, I'm just a learner in the field of
everyone is a learner.
The area of spirituality, I'm a learner.
Yeah, sure.
I entered spirituality only 15 years ago through Jainism. It was an excellent presentation and something entirely different from what we have been listening. How to listen. Dr. Reshma has made wonderful points. It's a compliment only. I don't have any questions. It was very clear. How do we listen? And whatever she has pointed out is very correct because I have given lots of lectures on environment and water. It is my experience. Some people listen only to respond. We respond and prove the speaker incorrect. It was an excellent presentation. All the points were very well. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? So anyway, now so I will continue. So
Yes,
the
sir.
problem which I encounter on day in and day out, you are saying about communication, listening, all those things, but most of the people I face that they are saying something, thinking something else, doing entirely different. So it becomes a very difficult how to convert these three uh, vectors at one point. So perhaps something has to work out on this.
Yes.
How to train people, I mean, educate people in this.
My humble opinion on this is again, our actions, thoughts, and words don't align. So that at an individual level we need to look at it. We can't fix the world. We can fix only ourselves.
Yeah.
So if we can maintain that honesty with ourselves, then automatically it will spread. So the change will start with us, and then obviously everybody will know, okay, this is this person's style of talking. We need to be tell him what he wants as it is, and then probably that shift will happen. But this is a challenge that we have. We
Yeah.
have so much of duplicity, and how do we understand the originality from this duplicity is a challenge.
So thank you very much once again.
Thank
Now,
you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now back to Sanjeev, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, just
Thank you, Reshmaji, for bringing such a wonderful topic. And
Thank you, sir.
It's very relevant in today's context also, what the world is facing, the problem, because, the art of speaking, art of listening, and art of balancing the digital technology, all the points are very relevant, for sure.
Thank
And
you,
this
sir.
is definitely should be a note that how to accomplish all these learnings. And I would suggest that Professor L. Ashok is also there. If you want to add some points, please speak, because this how to take it forward. And as you are doing workshop along with for the Bara Bhavna, and this workshop is also very important for the listening, listening and the communication workshops, which are based on some of the ethical points. So, do you have some words, Ashok Bansal?
Yeah. Jai Janendra. Good evening, Sanjeev ji, and good evening, Reshma ma'am.
Good evening, Ashok ji.
And Jai Janendra to everybody. It's a wonderful presentation. I think the most required, especially looking at the Jainism from a different perspectives, especially the communication. The most important thing in a communication, every management book talks about is a listening skill. You wonderfully brought a Jainism aspect to a listening skill, and how I would say that keeping a restraint on our our words, especially starts from the thoughts. It's going to help not only in terms to reduce your karmic inflow, but also in terms of having a beneficial conversation with somebody. So the aspect of what you brought in is beautifully well, and I think we need to be conscious about whatever we are doing, especially with the three channels: mind, body, and the speech, which you brought up beautifully well. And I think it's well narrated, well good comparison to a modern way of applying.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much, and I think you have submitted your full paper also.
Yes, sir. I've made some edits. I'll submit the full paper again, resubmit it, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think with this, we are okay for the today's presentation. Anyone has some opinion, I will then request Professor Bandari to conclude for today's.
Jai Jinendra, Namortha Siddhacharya Upadhyaya Sarva Sadhukya. At the outset, I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Sanjeev ji and all other team members for giving me this honor and opportunity to listen to a wonderful lecture by Reshma ji. And the theme also is how systems are making even online games. They are spoiling our children, our youth. In Jain religion, in Jain Shastras, and in the Vani of Tirthankar and our Acharya Kundacharya ji, Hemchandracharya ji, Acharya Tulsi, and many more, every religious leader, they have time and again have explained that how we can develop tolerance. The best example I understand with my limited wisdom is our principle of ahimsa and anikantvad. If we adopt anikantvad, the relativity, non-absolutism, or the various facets of a picture or a situation, let us try to understand the various aspects and don't either what I say is the right. You may also be right in a given circumstances. I may also be right in a given circumstances. So if that kind of philosophy is properly explained and understood by our leaders, I think we can have a better world to live. Today, what we are seeing, I don't want to name anybody, but there are world leaders who say, yes, we are only right and you are wrong. So the lack of tolerance or intolerance, lack of accommodation. You don't accommodate my views. You want to impose your views or your tariff, whatever, on the lighter side. So that is the cause of worries and tensions, and that is the cause of wars. One country says, no, we are right and you are wrong, and you will be punished for your wrongs. So that is one thing. Second thing is dialogue. Again, in our scriptures, Vachan Gupti, भाषा समिति, एरिया समिति, ये सब चीजें जो है ये बताती है कि हमको कैसे बोलना है, कैसे व्यवहार करना है और किन किन बातों का ध्यान रखना है. उत्तराधीन सूत्र में आता है कि 8 चीजों को हमें अवॉइड करना है बोलते समय, जिसमें एंगर, प्राइड, डिसीट, ग्रीड, लाफ्टर, फियर, स्लेंडर, लोकेसिटी, all these are the vices we should not inculcate or we should not make use of them while communicating. So right communication, soft communication, meaningful communication, right communication at right stage, all these points have been discussed. I don't want to repeat. I think if those principles or those art and techniques are followed or imbibed by any person, I think our life, our family, our society, and our nation or the international relations, at every stage, we can have better peaceful coexistence. With these words, I once again thank organizers and also thank our learned speaker, Reshma ji, Vimal ji, and other learned members for giving me this opportunity. I have also learned a lot through this discourse.
Thank you,
Namaskar.
sir. Thank you so much.
जय जिनेंद्र to all.
Thank you so much.
एक बार और ये बोल देते हैं, ही से भी की और बड़े सभी लोग, छह के आगे तीनों विश्व शांति का योग, ये लोग हम लोग बोलते हैं, ही से भी मतलब ही नहीं होना चाहिए. This is only the truth.
बिल्कुल.
We have to be on the right side of he. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. What actually Professor Bandari also told, and Reshma, this art which is being taught in Jainism for so many years, Nakantvad or Syadvad ka jo siddhant hai, all those are very wonderful, and this I think only available in Jainism. All other religions don't talk about Anikant consequence of that. But it's a wonderful opportunity, and we again संत श्री आचार्य विद्यासागर महाराज जी की जय हो, आचार्य ज्ञान सागर महाराज जी की जय हो, गुरुदेव प्रणम्य सागर महाराज जी की जय हो। उनके सानिध्य में जो कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई तो और इसके लिए मैं दोबारा से एक बार धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ प्रोफेसर विमल जैन साहब को भी, जिन्होंने बहुत कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड नहीं की लेकिन पीछे पूरा सपोर्ट किया और उस कॉन्फ्रेंस को सक्सेसफुल बनाने में उनका बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा। काफी मेहनत मैंने की हमारे साथ और वो हमेशा साथ रहते हैं। So I will again thank you all Akshay and thank you to Reshma ji and Bhandari
you,
sir.
sir.
Also Godavari ji joined in between Ashok Jain sir, Ashok Jain sir. Ashok Jain sir, we have to move forward with our this एक हमको course generate करना है for the science of living art, which can be bring into the school studies.
Definitely, sir. We should do that. And I think also, as I suggested, we should come up and publish all the full articles into one with ISS and number. Vimalji has done a great job in compiling an abstract. We should definitely publish this as a post-conference. All the papers should be published.
Yes, sure.
We should do that.
सुगानी जी, एक सुझाव देना चाहूंगा इसी कड़ी में, आप विचार करें अपने साथियों के साथ। आज के संदर्भ में जो विश्व में बड़ी बड़ी समस्याएं हैं, खास तौर से अशांति है, युद्ध की स्थितियां है, तनाव है और लैक ऑफ ट्रस्ट है, लैक ऑफ म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट है, आदि मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स। एंड आप सभी सहमत होंगे कि जैन साहित्य में, जैन व्यवहार में, जैनोलॉजी में और जैन स्क्रिप्चर्स में इन सब के बारे में बहुत सूक्ष्म विवेचन है, बहुत गहराई से इनको व्यवहारिक रूप से समझाया गया है। मैंने शायद आपको चर्चा की होगी, एक बार मैंने एक आर्टिकल लिखा था जिनवाणी के लिए, भारतीय संविधान में जैन सिद्धांतों का समावेश। अब जैसे सिंपल मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था कि आप अहिंसा की बात करते हैं, करुणा की बात करते हैं, तो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ क्रुएल्टी अगेंस्ट एनिमल एक्ट जो है वो सीधा सीधा अहिंसा से संबंध रखता है। अपरिग्रह की बात करते हैं तो हमारा जो एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज एक्ट है जो कहता है कि आप इससे ज्यादा अधिक भंडारण नहीं कर सकते आवश्यक वस्तुओं का, वो कुछ नहीं है बल्कि अपरिग्रह का ही एक रूप है। तो क्षमा करें। तो ऐसे ही हम जैन सिद्धांतों को आधार बनाकर और इन समस्याओं को कैसे हम देख सकते हैं और कैसे उनका निवारण हो सकता है, अगर उन सिद्धांतों को हम, जैसे आज का ये प्रयास था कि आप कैसे टॉलरेंस और कम्युनिकेशन आर्ट को द्वारा शांति स्थापित कर सकते हैं समाज में, राष्ट्र में, घर में, तो इस विषय पर भी अगर कभी आप कोई चर्चा या कोई बड़े स्तर पर आयोजन करना चाहें तो इस पर विचार करें, मेरा एक विनम्र सुझाव है। धन्यवाद।
जी जरूर, बहुत अच्छा सुझाव है आपका। और वही मैं बोल रहा था अभी जो अशोक जैन साहब से आई वाज रिक्वेस्टिंग that we have to inculcate something from the very basic level, like school levels, which will grow further. Sometimes what happens that we are trying to say that youngsters, whoever in more than 25 or 30 years old, and we are trying to convert them into something different what they are following, but that is not going to happen very easily. Happening will be only possible when you start from the age of 13 or the age of 12, like
true agree,
have basic inculcation done into the habits. So that's what we are trying कि आप भी उसमें help करिएगा कि ऐसे हमको एक कोर्स इस तरह का generate करें which is not religious. I mean, we don't want to make it as religious course, but it is a science of living art. I mean, what we are trying to do that.
आपने सही कहा, catch them young.
Catch them young, absolutely.
Yes.
And Reshma ji, just only a small suggestion. If you can actually make it as a small module for a training.
Okay,
especially the Jain way of listening is a fantastic thing where we can teach people. This can be converted to a small workshop module. It will be great.
जी अशोक जी।
अशोक जी, आप कहाँ, you belong to Chennai South?
Yes sir, I belong to Chennai.
Acha, you are from Chennai. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So next time when I come, please share your contact details. रेशमा जी आप भी मैं
जी जरूर सर।
हाँ सुगानी जी के पास है मेरे नंबर और मेल आईडी, तो डेफिनेटली मैं चेन्नई आता हूँ, काफी कनेक्शंस हैं, हमारे मेंबर्स भी हैं ग्लोबल एकेडमी के,
जी
तो कोशिश करूंगा कि आप लोगों के साथ थोड़ा सत्संग हो।
डेफिनेटली सर।
I will share, sir.
मैं भी हाँ
सुगानी जी हाँ जी
आशा जी।
हाँ बस मैं भी यही कहना चाह रही थी वैल्यू एडेड कोर्सेज के बारे में, जैसे अभी बात हो रही है, तो राजस्थान यूनिवर्सिटी में भी कुछ हमारे यहाँ पे वैल्यू एडेड कोर्सेज चल रहे हैं इस तरह के, तो अगर इस तरह का कोई कोर्स है तो हम यहाँ पर भी उसको ऐड करा सकते हैं, क्योंकि अभी एनडीपी के अंदर जो कुछ कोर्सेज नए डेवलप किए जा रहे हैं, तो अभी जैसे रेशमा जी ने ये जो डायलॉग और इसके ऊपर जो अपना दिया है, तो बहुत ही अच्छा विषय ये चुना गया है, और इसी के ऊपर अगर कुछ इस तरह का एक सब्जेक्ट, जैसे अभी आप डिस्कस कर रहे थे रेशमा जी, अगर कुछ बना के देती है कोर्स का, तो वो हम हमारे राजस्थान यूनिवर्सिटी में भी उसको लगाने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं। And it was a wonderful lecture which was given by the रेशमा जी। Yeah,
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू।
बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आपने बहुत चीजों को अच्छे से समझाया, बोलना प्लस सुनना, सुनने का भी एक आर्ट जो आपने बताया, किस तरह से क्वेश्चंस को पूछना है, वो सब चीजें वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग।
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू।
Sir, I think DC Jain sir want to say something. Jai Jinendra sir, good evening sir.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai.
I wanted to give you some information that in the education, we have approached the University Grant Commission, and the University Grant Commission has recommended and directed all universities and affiliated colleges in India to establish a type of animal welfare society, and where the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act, right to live, fundamental rights to animals, and the awareness of zoonotic diseases in the campuses, and also some research work that how the cruelty can be reduced, and how the animal welfare can be improved, and how the animals diseases can be undertaken for surveillance, finding out what are the diseases which are transmitted from the animals to the human beings. This work has been already recommended. Now I would request of you to take up at your university level. It may be a very small initiative, but it will have a lot of meaning. And the second is that the module of education, if you want any to be done, you let me know, and we can pursue it at a higher level, and we can get it implemented. I hope that this will be in the right direction. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you so much. And really it is आशा जी, आप भी राजस्थान यूनिवर्सिटी में जो ये एनिमल वेलफेयर का है,
हाँ जी,
लेना चाहिए, वो
जी
आपको भेज दूंगा।
जी बिल्कुल, आप भेज दीजिएगा तो मैं एक बार बात करके
मैं आपको शेयर कर दूंगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
ठीक है। जय जिनेंद्र टू ऑल, थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच। जय जिनेंद्र।
थैंक यू ऑल।